Most important day on campus for me in terms of signing up. This is why these guys are committed to come to Fishburne Military School, discipline, academics, and to get started on their college future. So this will be, we have 6 signing early, so this will be 59 guys. I know we've got 8 more guys that will have college scholarships by the end of the year. So this is 59 so far in 5 years. And I think it's probably safe to say, I don't think any other program in the country can say that they have 59 Division I signees 5 years, but more importantly, we have 100% college placement rate with our post-grad basketball program. The post-grad basketball program is just a small part of the mission of the school. It plays a big part in the camaraderie and the enthusiasm we have here at the school. We yield the floor to our superintendent, Colonel Gary Morrison, a few words, and then I'll speak, and then we'll introduce everyone who's here.
Thank you, Coach. I'd like to thank everybody for being here, families, players, coaches, the media. This is a really, really big day, and this is the reason all these young men on our PG program are here, and that is to further their careers beyond high school, to live that dream that most high school athletes live, but so few, or dream, but so few get to live. These young men that are signing today are the first of our PG players that will be signing. We'll have more throughout the year, as Coach said. But they're an example to all of us, and especially an example to our underclassmen, that it's one thing to dream, and it's another thing to be prepared to make the sacrifices that you need to make in order to reach your dreams. What these young men have done over the last couple years, and certainly this year, is they have made a tremendous sacrifice as their families to take that step from being dreamers to being doers. And at the end of this season, and it's going to be a long season with a lot of work ahead of us, but at the end of this season, they are going to make a transition into that dream of college athletics. We are very, very proud to have these guys with us. They're all good human beings. They're all very, very smart, and they're all obviously very, very talented athletes. We consider it a privilege to have them here with us, and we look forward to a very, very exciting season. So, Coach, back to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's wrap this up saying first, I want to thank Susan Johnson, Assistant Superintendent, Ted Maroney, Rob Ferry, who head our Board of Trustees, the entire Board of Trustees, our Fishburne community, our Fishburne alumni. They are a big part of this success. As I explained to the players, and I think Jordan Tyson and Trey Harris were kind of looking at that, oh, Coach, you never let up. I explained to him privately, I said, this is a big deal, and this is not something to take lightly to think that you have arrived. I expect them to be citizens, everything that they do, just like I expect all the players to do that, just like the cadets do. It's too bad that, particularly in athletics, but in society, we hear a lot about all the bad things young people do, as if those of us who are older, we lived our lives perfect. We never hear about the good things that guys do, like we do volunteer work at the YMCA. For Veterans Day, our guys just went over to Applebee's and helped seat veterans, and we sat with veterans and thanked the veterans. And me being a veteran myself, and my brother who died in service in this country, just like many vets we have served here at Fishburne Military School, and even not throughout the world, we thank them a lot. And let's call it like it is. Without those guys could be signing scholarships anyway. We could be somewhere else. So that's a big deal. Also, I want to thank not only the Fishburne community, well, it's part of the community, but I want to thank Tina Lance, who I want to recognize here. She's with every part of Car. They do so much for us as far as our success of our program. They just built a partnership with us. Brooke Driver, who I don't know if she's here yet, but she's with the Best Western Hotel, who does a phenomenal job helping out our parents when they come in town, and the teams. Same thing we're in Washington over the Holiday Inn Express, just like with Applebee's. Just a lot of the people in the community Kroger's, just a lot of support. John Spears through the YMCA, which we do our community outreach program to help younger kids. And that's something that is important to me, how they do that. To my left, Louis Reed, he is the legal guardian of Mo Salah. Mel Washington's parents couldn't make would ask you keep Mel's mother in your prayers. You know, she just gave birth. How old is the baby now? Month old. Yeah. And so mom and dad couldn't make it down. Mom was having some complications. Mississippi Broadhurst, who's sitting in here, and Bill Shorty is a cowboy fan like Mr. Grant. We had Robert Harris the second, Trey Harris, Robert Harris the third, right here going to Kansas State. We have Jordan Tyson, who players know what I'm saying, I'm going to have to adopt this year. Shout out to Tyson, his mom, which was great. And then I'm going to refer to them as Mr. and Mrs. Ray, only because he calls me all the time when the Cowboys are on top, but there's a lot of respect. And she's an educator, she's a teacher, so I got a lot of respect for what they do. And this is Chris Ray. Chris will be attending Mount St. Mary. Jordan will be attending St. Bonaventure. Trey Harris will be attending Kansas State. Lamel Washington will be attending UNBC in America East. And Mount St. Mary and Mo Salah, they'll be teammates. And then we have here, Jabari Craig had to go home on an emergency at home back to Atlanta with his family, but he's going to be available for you guys to speak to via cell phone as soon as we get done here in the next 5 minutes with his legal guardian. He's got a lot to say, and I'm going to make sure you guys speak with him because I know a lot of people want to speak with him. We have other players who I want to recognize. We have James Rucker, Knightdale, North Carolina, Deontay Curtis from Birmingham, Shanique Shepard from Brooklyn, Rio Giant fan, Jordan Talley from Richmond, Virginia, Ryan Amino, Plantation, Florida. From Asheville, we have Garrett Collins in the back, and then we have Dion Washington from Columbus, Ohio, and I have two assistant coaches, Aaron Drakeford and Jonathan Mills that joined us this year, and they helped out a lot. So I don't do this by myself. It is a collective effort. Enough of me talking, like these guys. If you could, take your national letter intent out, and let's get these signed, because these will be faxed in ASAP. Congrats, Mom. This is a photo op. You know why? Today is the 13th. Yes, sir. Good morning. Dismiss the festivities. We're going to have some people talk. I just recognized you.
Hey, that's this one.
He said that was the right.